The celebrity real estate scam. Leonardo DiCaprio's supposed real estate venture takes us into completely uncharted territory. On October 12th, he allegedly spent $340 million to buy an entire abandoned shopping mall in Detroit, Michigan, with the stated intention of converting it into the world's largest private climate change research facility and personal residence. Now, I know what you're thinking. Why would someone who owns multiple luxury properties around the world suddenly decide to live in a defunct shopping mall in the Rust Belt? But the supposed details of this transaction are so bizarre that they almost make sense in the strangest possible way. The property in question was supposedly the former Northland Center, which had been closed since 2015 and sat empty for nearly a decade before DiCaprio's team approached the city with their unconventional purchase offer. The mall originally covered 1.2 million square feet and included 4 anchor store locations plus 150 smaller retail spaces spread across 2 levels. DiCaprio's development plans allegedly included converting the old department stores into research laboratories while transforming the central concourse area into a massive indoor forest complete with 200-foot tall trees and a climate-controlled ecosystem. What made this story particularly believable was how it aligned with DiCaprio's well-documented environmental activism and his history of making unusual investment decisions. He had previously purchased private islands in Belize and off the coast of California specifically for environmental conservation purposes, so the idea of buying an abandoned mall for climate research wasn't completely outside his established pattern of behavior. The luxury real estate market in 2025 had seen a 15% increase in sales of properties valued over $50 million, and celebrities were increasingly looking for unique properties that offered both privacy and the ability to pursue their personal interests. The supposed renovation plans were absolutely insane when you looked at the scope and cost involved. DiCaprio allegedly hired a team of architects from Foster Partners to design a complete interior restructuring that would include underground laboratories, hydroponic farming systems, and a private living space that occupied the former Macy's anchor location. The project supposedly required installing a new HVAC system capable of maintaining different climate zones throughout the building, including a tropical rainforest section and an Arctic research area where scientists could study ice core samples. Local real estate agents supposedly struggled to find comparable sales data for DiCaprio's purchase because there had never been a transaction involving a celebrity buying an entire shopping mall for personal use. The property had been assessed at approximately $12 million for tax purposes, but DiCaprio's offer of $340 million represented a markup of nearly 3,000% over the assessed value. Real estate industry experts suggested that he was essentially paying for the massive renovation potential rather than the existing structure. The environmental features that DiCaprio allegedly planned for his mall conversion were completely over the top even by celebrity standards. The former Radio Shack location was supposedly being converted into a butterfly sanctuary, while the old GameStop would become a seed bank containing samples from endangered plant species around the world. The central fountain area would allegedly be replaced with a 50-foot tall waterfall that recirculated rainwater collected from the building's roof through an advanced filtration system. The supposed research facility would have employed approximately 400 scientists and support staff working on climate change mitigation projects funded entirely by DiCaprio's personal fortune. The former Barnes & Noble location was allegedly being converted into a library containing every published research paper on climate science from the past 50 years, while the old Spencer's would house advanced computer modeling systems for predicting future weather patterns and sea level changes. Security concerns for this supposed project were massive given DiCaprio's celebrity status and the valuable research being conducted on the property. The entire mall perimeter would allegedly be surrounded by 15-foot walls with advanced surveillance systems and private security patrols operating 24 hours per day. The former Hot Topic location was supposedly being converted into a security command center with direct communication links to local police and federal environmental protection agencies. DiCaprio's supposed living quarters in the former Macy's location included amenities that pushed the boundaries of residential luxury, even for celebrity standards. The space allegedly featured a master bedroom with floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the indoor forest, plus a private screening room equipped with the latest environmental documentary collection. The former jewelry counter was supposedly being converted into a wine cellar stocked exclusively with organic and biodynamic wines from sustainable vineyards. The construction timeline for this supposed project was estimated at 18 months, with work crews operating around the clock to complete the massive renovation. The international scientific community supposedly reacted with excitement and skepticism to DiCaprio's mall conversion plans. Leading climate researchers were allegedly eager to work at such a well-funded facility, but questioned whether a converted shopping mall could provide the controlled laboratory conditions necessary for serious scientific research. So there you have it. Leonardo DiCaprio spends $340 million on an abandoned Detroit shopping mall to create the world's largest private climate research facility, complete with indoor forests, butterfly sanctuaries, and underground laboratories, all housed in former retail spaces. But if you think celebrities making unusual real estate investments is surprising, wait until you hear about the professional athlete whose carefully crafted public image was hiding something completely different.